What's up, you guys? Nimewa miss. I didn't get to shoot a video last Monday because ana sikuwa na sauti. Yani ushaikuwa mgonjwa mpaka unauliza acha niulize hizi vaccines mulisema zimefika wapi? Mulisema side effects zake ni gani na gani? Na mulisema tujaribu ama mulisemaje? Yani ushaikuwa mgonjwa unajiuliza hizi kwa homa, by the way hizi kwa homa 2 weeks. Hii ni homa kweli ama ni corona? Yeah, what is happening? But I'm so glad to be here. My voice is back, my energy is back, I am fine, I am well. Let's do this. Manze, this thing pumps life into me, literally. Yani nakwanga tu hapa, I just put the camera and before ni shoot nakwanga, let's do this. But nikiweka tu camera niko boom. Let's shut this away. I hope you're well. I hope you're really having a good time. As you can see, you might notice this kitenge from a video down there, episode 11:10. You know, inakaa sister, ni sister huyo mwingine, si ati inakaa ni sister huyo mwingine. My mom buys me these vitenges and actually ajanipaia moja for a long time. Zenye nilikuwa nazo za kitambo kiasi, but I don't do vitenges often because I don't like dresses and all those. So this amazing kitenge was a maxi, and I have this amazing tailor, incredible tailor by the name Winnie, and she can transform any piece of clothes to whatever you want. So nilimpelekea nikama by the maxi dress tufanya nini nayo juu mimi hainibambi na siivai mara mob. Nikamuuliza jumpsuit, short, akaniambia hapana, we can, because you love off shoulders, we can actually transform this into an off shoulder and we can see what we can do with it. And akanitengenezea ina hiyo piece ingine. So boom, I have a kitenge. Hope you're well. What else? I just wanted to say that these cornrows are amazing. The last time that I did a video, I complained about hair and I was like, should I get a wig? But I'm a little broke. Not a little broke, I'm actually broke for now. So wigs, wow, but I should get one. But yeah, I have some meanwhile amazing cornrows done by Shiro. Thank you, Shiro. She's just a good lady and mi upenda cornrows zake na because anafanyanga na roho moja. So yeah, I feel like today I'm on fire and I look amazing, and yeah, this is it. So guys, let's get into today's conversation. Now guys, as you all know, we are in our season, not in a season, we are in an era, we are in a time where the technology has been upgraded. We are into social media, we are on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube. We are always on our phones, and guys, our phones and these internet manenos have become a substitution for us having to be there physically for most of the things. Like you can mingle with people online, like you can have Zoom meetings online, you don't have to go to work, you can do a Zoom meeting. I mean, technology has made everything easier. But I just want to ask you guys a question. So, you guys, me, I'm a church person, I'm a Christian, so I talk about church most of the times because that's where I have been. I have mingled with people for the better part of my life. Sisi anza hapa kuambia club manze sina experience. Hiyo site nikiwa show nitakuwa dadanganya manze. And I should actually do a video on on that aspect of clubbing and everything. I should do a video on that. But anyways, let's talk about church kidogo. Now, with all these things, the amplified technology, the everything where we don't have to be physically present for there, do you guys think it's important to be physically present to attend church? Do you need to be physically present to attend church meetings? And guys, the last year when we had, sorry guys, the last year when we were in this corona season where churches had been shut down, where we could not go to church, we were just sitting at the comfort of our homes, and our pastors took it a note further. Rather, the men of God in the country and all over the world took it a note further and thought, what, we can actually use technology to reach out to people. Not that they were not doing this before, but this time round, it just showed you the importance of you can actually reach people with this technology. So people are streaming online for church. church for everything. And but you know how, and I think it's important. I think it's good. It's good because you know how people always have all manner of excuses not to go to church. They are like, no, maybe I'm too tired. I don't have decent clothes to go to church. I don't want to be judged. Church is for Christians, for believers. They are like, no, I'm busy, I'm working, and all of those things. But at least church was brought right into your home. And nowadays, church is, you know, right into your home. But I want to ask you guys a question. Do you think do you need to be physically present to attend church? And as usual, I give my perspective. This is what I think, guys. I'm one of those people. I love church and I'm a church girl, but I'm not just gonna speak this as a church girl because I've spent most of my life, most of my Sundays actually, I've spent most of my Sundays in church. So, and I can tell you guys one thing. There's a difference when you attend church and when you're at home. And personally, I am not into online church. Me watch, like, you can always stream. You know, there are men of God. You don't always have to watch your men of God. There are men of God all over the country. You can switch on to Bishop T.D. Jakes. You can switch on to Pastor Stephen Fortek, to Todd Dwalani, and listen to some worship. But I'm just saying, guys, I'm one of those people when we were in that Corona season and into online church, I was like, whew, God, I'm not into this. Ooh, it's not I'm not into this. I was there, but there was just something amiss about it. And I know when we were growing up, especially tulikuwa tunasikiza, tukijitayarisha tunasikiza Lucy Wangonjiri asubuhi, tunasikiza Evangelist, tunasikiza you know, what is his name, Moturiwa Moiro in the morning. And you know, that was the online bit of church peke yake. But nowadays, you know, everyone, you know, they you can get a lot of information, lots of sermons online. But I'm one of those people that I honestly, there's just something amiss about online church. And sometimes I'm watching, then najipata, oh, nisha ingia Facebook, you know, ka notification kameingia hapo juu, you're tempted. And I'm one of those people that believe that where 2 or 3 are gathered, God's in the midst of them. There's just something about people gathering in church and you feel like you're channeling your energy into heaven. You feel like you're together, you're there, you're chanting, and it's going to heaven straight. Mkiwa wengi, and you're worshiping, you're praying together, you're receiving it, you're there is fellowship. There's just something about going to a physical church. But then I'm like, what about these people who have, you know, who are like, no, you know, I can't make it, I still haven't found a church yet, I'm still trying to see where to go, who need an uplifting. All these people, even, you know, when our pastors are preaching and winding up the service and they say, you know, if you're sick and you're watching me, how about those people who knew Jesus using the online church? So I think it's important to be there physically, but also think of those people who got blessed because of watching. Look at those people who got healed because of watching. Look at those people whose lives have been changed because of watching. So yeah, if you can't really make it to church, it's important to, you know, just stream live, watch all these men of God. And let me tell you also one thing about church, man. Church is a great place to meet people. Last year, labda last year hungekuwa single bado ungekuwa ushavukia mtu, but last year kuna veja ulikuwa Sunday home. But I'm saying church is a great place to meet people, to meet friends, to connect. Church is a great place to, you know, to meet your, maybe the love of your life, I don't know. Church is it's a perfect place. I'm not saying at a club is not a perfect place, or chamas, or, you know, campaigns, or all other those other meetings. They are not, or, you know, workplaces. Sisemi they are not perfect places, but I'm just saying church is such a perfect place to meet people because they are all manner of people. There's a certain level of sobriety, if I can use that word. I'm sorry, guys. You know, when you're in church. So church is an amazing place to meet your husband, your wife. You never know, a good friend. You know, it's a new place to make. It's a good place to make connections. You know, and it's at least a place you get to meet every other Sunday as your faith gets uplifted and all that. So yeah, you know, it's good to be. It's important to go to church, but at the same time, if you really can't make it to church, if you really can't, you cannot be there for one reason or another, stream, watch online, don't just stay in. You know, usikae tu hapo ukisema hapana, by the way, mimi God ako kwa roho yangu. Si watu usema hapana, mimi God ako kwa heart yangu, mimi ni wale watu wa bedside na eka kubamba hapo na eka. All those things are good, but if you can't go to church, it's awesome, it's amazing, the fellowship is amazing in church, and there's just something about going to church. Unatoka ngabo ukisema, oh, unatoka ngabo ukifeel different, you know, your faith has been uplifted, you've made friends, you're happy. There's just a certain joy when people come together and fellowship. So yeah, you don't need to, it's not a must, but if but try your best to get a church, go to a church. It's important. That physical fellowship is important, because honestly, online for me, woof, I don't know, I just find myself going to other things. So I just like being physically present in church. So yeah, imagine that's today's conversation. And yep. So watu waende kanisa, watu wache kusema ati oh God ako kwa heart. Hapana, mi kuna venye nasikizanga tu, you know. Don't use that as an excuse. If you can use that, that's good. And the good thing about these other platforms that you don't have to go to church is that you can listen to them even throughout the day. Nowadays in the morning, you find people listening to, you know, because there are various pastors and coaches, you know, who are specializing in different things, in relationships, in faith, in prayer. So you find people in the morning listening to Akina Bishop T.D. Jakes, Akina Tyler Perry for motivation, and all those people, Akina Bishop Alan, Bishop, you know, they are these morning glories and everything. So guys, you know, tune into those things. But on Sunday, please get a physical church. There's a whole lot of difference, if you ask me, because where else will you be like, I receive it, preach it? You know, where else will you be told, please turn to your neighbor, say hi to your neighbor? And you know, your neighbor can be you can, you know, unaweza ngukia kanamba hapo, you know, unaweza angalia useme, ooh, Lord, I'm so glad you brought me to church today. You know, yeah, so guys, you know, it's good to go to a physical church, but if you know, for one reason or another, you can't make it, stream online. Both have, you know, both are good. All right, that's it for today's conversation. See you on Monday.